Hi guys, this is Zach from Watches on You, and today I'm going to be taking a look at a beautiful piece by Rolex that was released at Baselworld 2017. This is the Rolex Cellini Moonphase in Everose Gold, and now we're going to take it down to the pad so you guys can get a closer look at it. Okay guys, here's the watch in greater detail, and right away I'm going to go over this watch's beautiful 39mm case. Now, the case on this piece is finished absolutely spectacularly. You can see that it is a double bezel right there with a fluted base and a dome top, and I really love the look of that. It adds a lot more unique of an aspect and a lot more classy look than it would have been if they just did a dome or a flute or a typical flat bezel. So I really like that they chose to do that option. Now, it also has polished sides that are clean mirror, but sadly on this particular piece, you won't be able to see that as it has the factory stickers on it, so it's a little bit blurry, but I guarantee you if you see one of these that does not have those stickers, it looks absolutely fantastic and is a clean mirror. So moving on to the dial. So this is obviously the main attraction of the piece. You can see the beautiful moon phase at 6 o'clock, and I love how they chose to do an open moon phase versus the typical where they're half closed, as this just gives it such more of a more classy and elegant look, as well as being a bit more unique. Now, speaking of uniqueness, I think Rolex is for sure one of the only manufacturers to actually use meteorite for their moon phase, and you can see that right there, that the moon is actually made out of meteorite. You don't see that on any watches, and that looks so good on this piece. It really adds to the uniqueness of this specific Cellini. So moving on to the different complications of this piece, so I obviously just discussed the moon phase right there, but it also has a date indicator, and that's actually in the form of a hand going around the dial. And also, again, I love how they did that. Adds a little bit more of a unique and elegant look to the piece, again, in addition to the moon phase. And you can see the track for the date going around on the outer edge of the dial. And then it also has a very, very nice looking minute track right there, as well as the beautiful Rolex logo at 12. So moving on to a wrist shot. So being that this piece is 39mm, it fits perfectly for a dress watch. I have about a 7-inch wrist, and it fits perfectly. I think this is a great size for a dress watch. I'd say that my favorite is 40mm overall, but for dress watches, I'd like to keep that a bit smaller, 39, 38. Anyways, this watch fits perfectly in that range, and I really love the look. I also love how the lugs are quite a bit thinner than typical Rolex Oyster cases, and that again adds to the more elegant look of the Cellini collection line. Now, this watch also comes on a beautiful deployant clasp that functions perfectly. A lot of deployant clasps out there, just their function isn't good. They're either too hard to get on or too easy, so they might fall off. This is just right. They keep just the right amount of tension in there, and it's also made out of the beautiful Everose gold. So overall, this is a fantastic thing that you should consider for a dress watch if you're looking in the market. Rolex isn't typically known for their dress watches, but that doesn't mean that they cannot make good ones. This is case in point with that. It's absolutely spectacularly finished in every way. The movement is great. 48-hour power reserve, I don't think I mentioned that yet. That's perfect, I think. A 2-day power reserve that's right at that range that I would like to keep it. So this watch is available here at Wixon Jewelers for $26,750, and yes, that is a very, very large sum, but if you're comparing that to brands like Patek Philippe or A Lange und Söhne, this fits right in that range, and actually this is a bit cheaper, and I think it should be because on this piece you don't get a clear case back, and Rolex isn't really in that holy trinity kind of collection of brands there. So this, I think, fits great in the dress watch market as it provides very unique, elegant look as well as great finishing, but you still save a little bit money versus Calatravas or A Lange und Söhnes. So overall, great dress watch piece. For sure consider this. It's available here at Wixon Jewelers in Bloomington, Minnesota. Thank you for watching this video. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.